Hello everyone, I'm Ryan Chan, CEO and founder of Upkeep. In this video, we're going to crack open the essential world of purchase orders, or POS for short. Get ready to learn why they're the lifeblood of any purchasing relationship with outside vendors or contractors and why your business can't do without them. We'll also be covering the vital components of a purchase order and how they differ from invoices. Stick around till the end for a practical example of how a CMMS like Upkeep can streamline your purchase order process. Now, let's dive right into the world of purchase orders. These are the lifeblood of any purchasing relationship with an outside vendor or contractor. If you're a business that uses raw materials or hires outside services, you'll definitely need to issue purchase orders, possibly to multiple vendors. These POs are crucial as they include the quantity, delivery schedule, payment terms, and other key information. A purchase order is a document used in commercial transactions that identifies the quantity, type, and price for a product or service. Don't mistake them for invoices, though. They're not the same thing, but they are legally binding. Now let's talk about what your purchase order should include. It's vital for POs to contain detailed information about both your company and the vendor. Fields such as quantity, price, description, taxes, and payment terms must be filled out so that both parties are in agreement. If any discrepancies arise, the purchase order can be consulted for verification. First up, contact information. The name, address, email, phone number, and other contact information for both companies should be completed. Since the purchase order will be used by both the ordering business and the contractor, having this contact information is critical for future communication. Next, the PO number. Both the ordering company and the outside vendor will need to track purchase orders probably within a centralized computer system. Assigning a clear PO number will help both parties access the information quickly and efficiently. Then, we have the item SKU. If an order involves raw materials, one should include individual SKU numbers on the purchase order. This ensures the correct items are being selected, packed, and invoiced. The purchase order can also be used to cross-check received items. Don't forget the item description. The name of the items, as well as identifying information such as size, color, or model number, should be listed in further detail. This is often easier to identify than an alphanumeric number or barcode. The quantity of each item ordered should be listed. Quantities should correspond clearly to the item number and description. This is particularly important if a given quantity is back-ordered or is not currently available. The price for each item should be listed with the quantities so that both parties can clearly see the original amounts being charged. Typically, discounts or sale amounts are listed elsewhere on the purchase order. Subtotals, taxes, and totals are usually found on the bottom right side of the purchase order. These amounts allow both parties to see the taxes being charged as well as at the grand total of the order. If discounts are applied, they can be calculated in this area as well. And lastly, the payment due date. Both the ordering company and the vendor should have determined payment terms during the contract negotiations. Listing the payment due date on the purchase order allows everyone to be on the same page. Both parties know when the invoice will be billed and when it should be paid. So why do businesses use purchase orders? They provide a legally binding way to help both the ordering business and vendor keep track of orders. They are paper or electronic documents that can be created, filed, and accessed if disputes arise. They also provide a summary of payment and delivery agreements. Purchase orders are legally binding documents and should be kept either in paper or electronic form. You may need them to prove that an order was delivered or received if disputes come up. Both the purchasing company and the vendor use purchase orders to keep track of transactions over time. Both businesses may want to look at their purchase orders as a whole to save money or increase efficiency. Although agreements and contracts are typically drawn up before a purchase order is issued, the PO provides documentation. If either party cannot recall the terms, they are clearly laid out in the purchase order. Now, let's clear up how purchase orders differ from invoices. Invoices usually follow purchase orders. While POs are initiated to order goods, work order invoices are sent to request payments once goods are received. Buyers send POs while sellers send invoices. The company issuing the purchase order and invoice are different. So are the requests themselves. Purchase orders ask for items or services to be shipped or performed. Invoices request payment to be sent. Typically, purchase orders are sent at the beginning of a transaction, requesting that goods are sent. Invoices usually follow at a later time once the goods have been received and accepted. Let's look at an example of a purchase order. Although you can do it with a variety of systems, generating purchase orders using a CMMS can streamline the process. For example, in Upkeep, you can automatically create a purchase order when your inventory is running low. When a work order uses enough parts to trigger a low inventory warning, Upkeep can initiate a purchase order. In conclusion, purchase orders are critical to the operation of any business or organization that orders supplies, raw materials, or services. They contain important information for both the purchasing company and the vendor to understand, track, and fulfill the order. They are different from invoices in that they are initiated by the company wishing to purchase items. Invoices, on the other hand, are sent by vendors selling items and sent after the PO and items are received. And that brings us to the end of our video. We've covered the importance of purchase orders, their key components, and how they differ from invoices. We've also seen how a CMMS like Upkeep can streamline your purchase order process. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more informative content. To learn more about how Upkeep can help your business, visit us at upkeep.com. Remember, knowledge is power. Stay informed and make the most of your business operations.